When it comes to the key good and what it is to flourish, people seem to base their ideas, understandably enough, on their own lives. So ordinary people, the most vulgar and uncouth, think the key good is pleasure. That's why they're satisfied with the life of indulging themselves. So ordinary people seem utterly slavish, opting for a life of well-fed cows. The higher classes, at least those who choose an active life, assume that the key good is respect. But it seems a bit too superficial to be what we're looking for here. It seems to depend on the people who respect you, rather than on you, the person being respected. And we have the strong intuition that the key good in life should be something that's your own and hard to prize away from you. And a life of earning money, that's one of drudgery pretty much. And wealth clearly can't be the key good that we're looking for, because it's just something we use. It's just for getting something else with. That's why the key good is more likely to be one of the other goals we just talked about. At least they're valued for their own sake, and yet it doesn't seem to be any of those either, in spite of the many arguments already expended on them. So let's drop these questions just for now. Welcome back to Philosophy Daily. Welcome to video 2 in the Aristotle series. If you missed video 1, link down below and link up top right now. So what we're looking for here today is what the most important thing in human life is. Aristotle is trying to find the key good that leads to a prospering, flourishing, and blessed human life. And what he does in this beginning quote, right, is he says that pleasure is not the key good, and he even goes further and says that ordinary people just overindulge themselves in everything, right? Because they're confused. They think that is somehow the key good in life. Then he goes on to say that some people think respect is the key good in life, but he says somehow that seems incomplete because it's based on what other people think about you, right? It's not something that is your own, right? So he's saying respect can't be the key good either, right? And then he's saying wealth is not the key good either, because it's just valued for what you can get with it, what you can do with the wealth, right? And he's saying that that life of just pursuing money and wealth is not fulfilling at all. That's what Aristotle is saying. So if you want to see what Aristotle thinks the key good in life is, make sure you continue watching. We will get into that shortly. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss any of the episodes in this particular series. And as always, the reason I make these videos is to be here for you guys, the people that watch my videos. If you guys ever need anything, I will respond to everybody's comments down below, and my personal email is in the description box. If you guys need anything at all, I am always available there, and it's completely free to reach out to me. So, to flourish and prosper is our ultimate goal. It means living a life that meets all our needs. It's the goal of everything we do. We're saying that the task of a human being is a certain form of living, namely a life of exercising the soul and of rational agency. And the task of a good man is to exercise those capacities well in every sense. And performing anything well means performing it with the appropriate goodness or the appropriate virtues. If all that's the case, then the key good for human beings turns out to be activity of the soul that expresses our goodness or our virtues. So earlier, Aristotle already eliminated 3 commonplace ideas of what the most important thing in life is, right? He ruled out wealth, he ruled out pleasure, and he ruled out respect, right? So he then takes us to what the most important thing in life is, right? What Aristotle believes the most important thing in life is being a good person, right? But then he also says that we can't just be good people, right? We can't just sit there and do nothing, right? We have to actually exercise our virtues, so we have to do things. And what he goes on to talk about after this quote is he starts to talk about bravery. He starts to talk about being generous. He starts to talk about being kind, right? So he's saying the most important and the most fulfilling thing in life, one that will lead to flourishing and a blessed life, because that's what we aim for in life, right? Is to be blessed, to flourish, right? As human beings, is to exercise our human virtues, right? And he's saying that people that reach for wealth are living an unfulfilling life, right? That's what he said earlier on. And he said ordinary people are confused about what the most important thing is life. So they just overindulge themselves and they pursue pleasure, right? And then he says that the higher class of people pursue respect, but that in itself cannot be the key good, because that's not something that is your own, right? It's up to you, right? He's saying that the key good has to be something that's up to you. So that's where he leads himself to being a good person and exercising your human virtues, right? So being a good person in Aristotle's mind is the most important thing in life. And this still remains extremely relevant today, right? Because you see people chasing money and wealth. You see people pursuing pleasure all the time. You see people that just want to be respected. That's what they're aiming for in life. But Aristotle is telling us, hey, that's not the most important stuff in life, right? That's not the most important thing. And I've been there. I don't blame anybody. I know I used to think that the most important thing in my life was to make a whole bunch of money and to be rich. But it does turn out that money is unsatisfying, right? If you're super rich, you're still unsatisfied for some reason. You can see this recurring theme with people that are rich that are extremely unhappy, right? And pleasure doesn't lead to happiness. Pleasure doesn't lead to a fulfilling life, right? Just overindulging yourself all the time. And respect, valuing what other people think about you, is not the most important thing in life either. That's what Aristotle's saying. He's saying the most important thing to keep in mind to flourish as a human being is to exercise your good qualities, your virtues. You need to be patient when patience is required. You need to be humble when you need to be humble. You need to be kind, right? That's what Aristotle is saying overall in this quote. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so you do not miss any further videos in this series. If you missed episode 1, again, there'll be a link down below. And as always, if you guys ever need anything at all, I'm available all the time in the comments, and my personal email is down below. It's completely free to reach out to me. Do not hesitate. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon.